I am now leaving the Poets Inn. Goodbye. Thank you very much. Gracias. Obrigado. That's right. Get the right language here. And then I'm walking out the door, and Mr. Chicken is with me, and see if we got this right. There we go. And I'm on my way. And right there is the Camino marker. So I am very happy. This is a very lovely, hold up here. This is the perfect place to stay when you're in Porto. And like I said yesterday, it's already half a kilometer on the Camino, so you don't have to walk that half kilometer. So it's time for me to get on the road. It's almost 8:30, and I have a 17-mile day. Well, I've come past my lodging. You can see the tower, and this is like a shopping district right here. But as luck would have it, I've already walked this stretch of street before, a bit on this side, because I had to go down here to mail some packages when I first got into Porto. So this feels very reassuring. Like I know the way and to get out of Porto. And but today is a long day, like I said earlier, and turn around here, and I have to go down, keep following the street for the next, I think, half mile at least. Bom dia. So there you go. I have been walking for over an hour and 15 minutes. Basically following the same track from the heart of Porto through the outskirts here. And now finally I can see that I'm going to go downhill, finally downhill. So it gives me an idea where I'm at on the map. But this has been a very mind-numbing walk so far, because as you can see, it's just more of the same. Now granted, you know, back in this direction, back in that direction, there was a lot more older buildings, kind of built before World War II, maybe right after World War II, similar styles, with a lot of the tile work and everything else. So that was kind of interesting because you'd see different colors and everything else. But now we're in the industrial, gritty outskirts with the multi-story flats and the storefronts in the bottom and everything else, and the legions of pigeons out here. But just another slice of the Camino, what I'm experiencing right now, and according to the guidebook, once I get through this today, it turns up. So I finally passed my first two pilgrims. Wave! Hey. So it feels good. I say it feels good, but you know, I'm not alone out here. I got passed by two cycling Caminoists, but that's a bit, bom dia. So I am, keep traveling out here. I think I'm one of the suburb towns now, but it's gonna be a long day. I can just tell it right now. It's just never-ending city and suburb. It's just gonna grind me down until I finally get it done today. Here I am, pass number 2 here. Hi. So past the second set of pilgrim, and so let's see how many other people I can pass today on the way to my final destination. After 9.5 miles and over 3 hours of walking, I am finally back out in the countryside, sort of. So I plan to keep walking. Bom dia. So I plan to keep on walking for another half hour, 40 minutes, and then finally take my break. So I'm finally taking a little lunch break here, and there's no tables outside, but at the same time I don't want to eat inside and try to take my shoes off, so I'm just going to sit here and relax and then continue on in probably about 45 minutes. So I had lunch down the road there. I want to show you this monster of a sprinkler here. And it's literally watering these rows of corn right here. Maybe someday I'll have a field so big I need a sprinkler like that. I think that's kind of cool. So I need to show you guys this. So these are the guys who are actually putting the street together. As you can see what they're doing, this is really good. So you see what he's basically putting the stones in one at a time, making sure they fit. And then he'll come back over with some this material right here, which I think there's probably some lime in there just to kind of bind it, but this is awesome. Right here, you can see what they're doing. All day long. Great. Granted, it doesn't feel really good on my feet, but this is awesome to see this. So I came over the rise, and then this is what I see right here in front of me. So according to the topographical map, I have to go downhill and then flat, then I have to go over that ridge to get to where I'm going. But also this makes me kind of worried too, because you have the tension, people walking for the next 4.8 kilometers. It's the Camino. And like this knucklehead, you know, they're just zipping along here going really fast, and there's not much shoulder here, and I'm walking in the face of traffic. But at the same time, you know, these, I don't know, I'm venting right now because, you know, there's no need to go this fast. There really isn't. You're going through these small villages, and matter of fact, before getting to that intersection, I heard the screeching of brakes because obviously there was something that got in the way. So I guess Portuguese people are not really attuned to being safe drivers, especially out in the country. I guess life is just cheap. I'm about an hour from my destination, and according to the topographical profile, I have to go up some hills. And you saw me show you earlier the hills I had to go over, so I'm doing that right now. But I love this. Compared to earlier today, going along the highway or the road with people zipping by, going, you know, 40, 50 miles an hour, this has been quite pleasant for the last half hour or so. And I want to share this with you. Also, so far, 2 different groups of pilgrims, one single lady and then a couple who I've met already once before. They're saying, like, how do we get to the coast? How do we get to the coast? I'm like, I'm sorry, you've missed your turnoff. You know, if you've missed the turnoff, where's your guidebook? You know, and you're just kind of winging it, following the signage. But everything I read online saying getting out of Porto, trying to get over the coast is difficult. And that's what Google Maps is for. That's what a GPS tracker is for. So I give them some advice. According to the map, they'd have to go forward to a different town, stay there, and then tomorrow make it over to the coast. But it's not so simple, not so easy. But this is lovely. A lot of corn today. And if the rest of the way into where I'm staying at tonight is like this, I'll be a happy man. So I'm about a half an hour out from where I need to be, but another Camino moment. Came over the rise there around the corner, and bang, right there. Some more hills, I got to climb those tomorrow, but this is just wonderful. The only thing I don't like, once again, is I'm going along this kind of narrow road here and the cars are zipping along much too fast. And you have these rather big walls here, and those are basically estate walls, meaning at one time somebody owned this property here. Let's see what it looks like. I'm not sure what's here now. But you know, you put up these big walls to basically, you know, keep people out and keep things in. And also I know it's a high point because of this right here, these cell transmission towers. So, and it looks like, according to this map, 500 meters to one albergue, but I'm not staying there. I'm staying in one in the far end of town, so I'm feeling pretty good. But I gotta be very attentive here, so I'm gonna have to go back and forth across this road to make sure I'm always in the line of sight of some car. But I want you to look at this. This road right here, tall walls, tall walls. And I've been coming down this way with these tall walls, these estate walls as I call them. And you can see how some of them are made. There's like this yellowish, sandy stone material, or it's partly the filling between the two courses of stones. And wow. Even here, you can tell there's something that was substantial right here, a gate of some sort, because you have these really large stones right here. Take care of these dumb things here. Yeah, but you still have the things typical of Portugal. You know, somebody dumped their garbage here and just took care of it. But I'm very happy, and now I'm on a gravelly road because that means the cars can't be zipping down here doing 50 or 60. And oh, this is nice. This is a nice way to kind of end the day, is on something like this instead of that road back there.